Hi, this is Sandra Bettmeyer. Welcome to my handmade project. How I decided what to make was out of necessity, really. Hurricane season is coming up, and we use candles that I made during Hurricane Harvey and the recent blackout. These are candles that I made using what I had around the house. I had some soy wax, I had some cotton wicks from before. I had some jars, and I had an old pot that I used. I recycled everything. Um, my project is practical. I made the candles for everyday use and gifts for my cousin. How did the project at this time of social distancing and self-quarantine affect me emotionally? Well, lighting a match, uh, lighting a candle, and watching a flame flicker are a way to pause and be still, and just reminds me to recenter and be quiet. But it also affected me with positive talk and reassurance from my mother. We lived together, and we spent a lot of time visiting and telling each other stories and reading the news to each other and everything. And while I was making the candles, she spent some time with me, and we really enjoyed our time together. Making the candles helped me to relate to the women of G's Bend because I used found objects, and so did they. The women of G's Bend have been a community surrounding quilt making, and my mother and I are together when I'm making the candles. She sits and watches, and we tell each other stories, much like the community of the women of G's Bend. The quilts were made during much harder times than anything I've experienced in my lifetime, but I'm unemployed, so I understand the effects of poverty. My kind of poverty, however, is situational poverty. It comes from job loss, and I can help myself with unemployment assistance and food stamps. The women of G's Bend suffer from generational poverty. It's more complex. It's handed over from individuals and families from one generation to the next. What surprised me about the process was my pot caught fire. When I was stirring the wax, the fragrance into the wax, some of the wax got on the burner and it caught fire, but I quickly put it out. Also, I forgot that you have to allow the wax to cool, and I didn't stick my finger in like I usually do. I just poured it directly into a glass container, and I ruined my favorite glass container that way. What did making your project teach me about sustainability? My candles were made from soy. It burns cleaner and is a renewable source. Soy wax is made from soybeans grown in the U.S. It's biodegradable and non-toxic. And soy burns at a cooler temperature, which results in a cleaner, longer-lasting candle. My candles were also made with pure cotton wax, not those kind that have the metal on the bottom. Who wants to burn metal in their home? What did this project teach me about my own creativity? Well, using my hands and using all of my senses. What did making your project teach you about family, home, or community? Well, my family rituals, like candle making, offer a set time for my mother and I to get together and give each other the attention that we need. Family rituals also help define who we are as a family. It allows time for us to get together and to share experiences with one another and to reconnect with one another. Knowing that the family will have time together, we can help us deal with those times that we're apart. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.